Hello everyone, this is Lord Shadrach speaking. I figured I would just make this as an audio because why not? So, yet again, we've lost two more famous celebrities, Kirstie Alley and Mills Lane. But in this audio recording, I'm just going to make mention of Kirstie Alley. Now, when I was a young kid, one of my favorite movies was Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. I really loved that film. It was very exciting, it was very phenomenal, and the storyline was just out of this world, literally. Now, even though I didn't understand what was all going on, I realized that Wrath of Khan was very entertaining. And now, with the passing of various actors in that film, such as Leonard Nimoy, Paul Winfield, Merrick Buttrick, DeForest Kelley, just to name a few, and now with the recent passing of Kirstie Alley, I realize that Wrath of Khan has now become a film where I just point out who's dead now, who's passed on, and who's still alive, and that's just a sad realization. Now, I wasn't necessarily a major fan of Kirstie Alley. I did follow her on Twitter and Instagram, and she posted some interesting photos and said some interesting tweets. But the thing is that I wasn't a major fan of her work, but I did see her in a few films. I did see her in Who's Talking and Look Who's Talking Now, and, the movie with the talking baby and everything like that. And I also saw her in It Takes Two. Now, I wasn't a major fan of Mary-Kate and Ashley, but It Takes Two was a pretty interesting film. It was kind of like The Prince and the Pauper, but with two girls that looked alike. Well, anyways, what more can I say about Kirstie Alley? She was very talented as an actress. There's no denying that. She was a very talented actress. She was very phenomenal on the screen. And also, she was, very outspoken in her Republican point of view. It's like a lot of people in Hollywood didn't like her because Kirstie Alley would say something that was conservative, and people hated her for that. But needless to say, she was entitled to her opinion, regardless if you liked it or not. She was a talented actress, and she was entitled to her conservative opinions in Hollywood, where Hollywood is largely liberal or left leaning. It's just, why hate her for that, Now, in regard to Mills Lane, in regard to him, I only saw him on Celebrity Deathmatch. And needless to say, he was just a referee. I don't know if it's appropriate to talk about Celebrity Deathmatch in the passing of Mills Lane, but then again, Mills Lane was a cast member and he was part of that show, so I guess it is somewhat appropriate because Mills Lane, he was noted for being a boxing referee, and then they bring him on this show called Celebrity Deathmatch, and then they have him, hosting, or rather providing his own voice and, refereeing matches and everything. Because in real life, Mills Lane was noted for being a referee. In fact, the last match that Mills Lane refereed was the 1997 match between Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. For those of you who don't remember or don't know much about that fight, one thing is for certain. Let's just say that Tyson bit off Holyfield's ear. What more can I say about that? I mean, other than the fact that Mills Lane was a judge, so in a sense, he was not only a referee in the boxing ring, but also a referee of some kind in the courtroom. And it wasn't just a gimmick either, based on what I've read about Mills Lane, he did go to law school for a while. He did practice law for a while, so he was really qualified to be an actual judge. Well, I guess that's all I can say about these two. and there's not much I can say that's not already been said. So, anyways, this is Lord Shadrach signing off.